Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing great. And today we are going to review a game that's been played by the world champion Garry Kasparov and Grandmaster Nigel Short. The game took place in 1993, a long time back. And during that time, Kasparov was already the world champion, and this was a rapid game, and this is considered as his shortest defeat uh, when he was the world champion. He has got another shortest defeat record. It was a seven-mover game, but that game, when it was played, it actually happened when he came back to the chess world after his retirement, and he got defeated in a blitz game by Mamadierov in seven moves. So this game, as far as the titleship is concerned, this game is quite unique. And Nigel Short, as we all know, is a very strong British grandmaster. He was the contender for the World Championship, and he fought against Garry Kasparov. Uh, without further ado, let's dive into the game. Oh, by the way, I must say that I had a copy of the paper cutting of this game because back in those days in 93 I'm talking about, I was a little kid, was learning chess and enjoying it very much, and uh, I used to because the only way we could have gotten the games, international games, was uh, the games that's been published on the newspapers and magazines. So what I used to do, I used to maintain a photo album, and I used to keep a collection of games by cutting those games from the magazines or newspapers and pasting it or gluing it on the photo album that I had. Unfortunately, I lost that photo album, and I miss those days. I had a lot of memories. Anyway, let's dive into the game. So Nigel Short had white pieces. He started with e4. Kasparov played e5, and Nigel Short played f4, and we enter into King's Gambit. Now, King's Gambit had been accepted by Kasparov by e takes f4 and bishop to c4. Bishops developed here, and now Kasparov played queen to h4 check. If we go back here, this is also known as the Bishop's Gambit. Uh, anyway, I don't know much about King's Gambit. Okay, so Queen h4 check. So how to get rid of that check? There are three ways: by going here. I'm sorry, by going here, here, or here. So among those three, only King f1 is the feasible one, or the best one. That's what Short played. And now b5. This is a counter gambit played by Kasparov. I think that's called the Brian counter gambit or something like that. And that gambit was also accepted by Short. And Kasparov played knight to f6. Okay, now game continued. Knight to f3, developing and as well as attacking the queen. And queen goes back to h6. Now Short played knight to c3, and instead of the best move, which is bishop to b4, Kasparov played g5. Computer says that's an inaccuracy, but Kasparov had his intention clear to open, the king is here, so to open as many lines as possible, and we have talked about it in a lot of games and series of repertoire opening learnings in this channel. Please check them out or check out my games that I've played. Um, so yeah, that was the best move that Kasparov played here, G5, and in reply, what Short did. Short knows it very well that Kasparov wants to play here, right? So he needs to come up with counterplay, and he played d4, opening this bishop's eye, as well as to um, yeah, grab space in the center. So bishop to b7, again that's an inaccuracy. Best move was knight to c6, and now Short played here h4. Okay, let's go back. What if instead of bishop to b7, this one is being played immediately? Then the knight is gonna jump here and putting a lot of pressure on this pawn. We're gonna take an eye on the eval bar as well. So let's go back. If this one on the surface, this one looks intimidating, but look at the eval bar. Kabir is saying that's not at all good because of why? Because of only one reason, buried guys. Because of it might look strange, but if we take a look on the both of the kings, this king and this king, white's king is surprisingly safer than black's king here because of the central majority that white has. It's for him to attack, and one day maybe sacrificing, jumping in with these knights, and this pawn is gonna be grabbed any one day soon. The queen is gonna dive into action. So as far as that is concerned, white is doing better. Okay, so what was played? Bishop to b7. Better move was to come here and keep an eye on this square, as well as putting pressure here. So now, as I said, or as we discussed, that sitting here idle and doing nothing is also gonna invite trouble in our camp. So what we need to do, we need to attack black's camp as well. So what do we play? We play h4. Now this push is the way to go. But Kasparov did this one. His intention is white cannot take this pawn yet, here or here, because this rook is unguarded. Remember that we talked about how important is to watch out for unguarded pieces or undefended pieces. So what Kasparov did, he put rook to g8, although computer is telling that this push was even stronger. Anyway, so Short played king to g1, and now this capture happens. Again, this is an inaccuracy. This push still was better. So takes by the rook, and queen is now attacked. So queen goes here. This is a devastating threat. So white needs to keep that in mind. So he put his queen here, not there, here. This one is the perfect square for developing and opening. Keeping open this bishop's eye is important. Okay, so this is the knight takes e4 is the devastating blunder that was played by Kasparov. He missed that. I don't know these guys why they miss this move, because if I don't understand why Kasparov played this one. Even back in those days when I saw this move, I was like, Okay, we didn't have computers, but when I saw this move, even when I was a kid, I was like, wow. I mean, why he played that? His king is still in the middle, and he's diving into a discovery, right? So yeah, now coming back here these days, when I see this game, even computer is pointing out that this is the blunder, and this is the blunder actually. There are, I mean, this knight is unmovable at the moment, and Nigel Short takes all the uh, advantage out of this poor play. So first he captures this pawn. This pawn was the was one of the it has a potential to cause nuisance in white scam. So that's been first captured. Also, this knight is can be taken here, although it had a couple of defender. Now we have got 1, 2, 3 attackers. So this knight is now a gunner. This is a move that could have been played, but Short, yeah, that was actually played. So Short, what he did, he played knight to h4, attacking the queen again. And so now queen is not guarding this pawn anywhere. So what Kasparov did, okay. If the queen comes here, then we are gonna take this one, and then yeah, so queen cannot guard this pawn anymore. So queen was being placed in queen g3 square, uh, keeping an eye on this rook. But now Short played knight takes e4. This rook cannot be captured because of the dark square bishop, and also this checkmate cannot be possible because of queen's eyes, and now this knight is also guarding this pawn. So what? Oh yeah, sorry. So yeah, that's the move number 15, and that's when the player in the black camp resigned. So after, let's go back. After knight takes e4, why Kasparov resigned? Because he saw that he has got so many weaknesses. I mean, he cannot defend his position. What if this is the only move at the moment? Because if bishop doesn't take here, bishop take the knight. Knight has this one, discovery, or maybe here, discovery, and going here, here, and going here is the checkmate. So bishop has to take here, and then after taking, we have got this rook taking here, forgetting this knight. So if knight takes here, we are going to give a check here and winning this piece. Or what if rook comes here, then we are still going to give this check, and computer is telling to give up the queen, or if the queen is not given up, say for example bishop plays here, then we're going to take this bishop and king takes, and we have this one winning the queen. Or say for example if king goes here, then rook takes, then rook takes rook, check. I mean, I don't know how they are gonna defend. This rook is loose. So say for example they play here to save the rook, but this knight is gonna dive in, and this queen is attacked. So maybe queen goes here, then we yeah, we come here, and game continues like this. Then we go give a check here, king comes here, and then we give this check. And now there's no need to analyze more, because after this, yeah, here, or maybe placing the queen in the middle like this, double attack, And yeah, we have a look on the eval bar. This is lost, completely lost by black. So that was the on. Let's go back. Knight takes e4. That was the. Okay, let's go back here. A few more moves. Yeah, knight takes e4 from this point in time. Knight takes e4. That was the blunder. Look at the eval bar. Or even without the blunder, black wasn't doing well. Computer is telling it's plus 2.8 already. But knowing Kasparov, the game could have been played or was playable for um, at least 40 moves or something like that. Or he could have even drawn the game, say for example, by going here. And yeah, this pawn is gonna be won by black, and then uh, blackness to castle, long, get his king to safety, and game could have continued by like going here. So still, the computer is saying that it's +2 for white, but yeah, without that blunder, it could have been a drawn game at least. If I mean, as far as I know, Kasparov. All right, guys. So that's it for today. We're gonna come up with other exciting game reviews with computer analysis. And those of you who haven't subscribed this channel yet, I'm humbly requesting you to subscribe, because your subscription is the only thing that motivates me to create these contents for you to enjoy. So till the next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.